Very sorry that Malay Kumar, he is connecting. Malay Kumar is coming here, so please stay with us. Malay Kumar, can you hear me? Malay Kumar, are you here? Okay, so Hayat, is Hazer with us? I cannot see Hazer with us. Hayat, your microphone is off. Microphone is off. Microphone is off. Hayat. Yeah. Now it's fine. Yes. So Hayat. Hayat, your microphone is off. Can you please put it on? I'm sorry, Malay Kumar, the line has been cut down. Maybe microphone is off, Hayat.
And now?
Yeah, now fine. Now fine. Hayat, thanks a lot. Apart from the technical difficulty, we have joined again. Malay Kumar, please carry on. Can you hear Malay Kumar?
Hold on, please. I'm having certain problems. Just hold on for a moment.
Okay. Hayat.
Yes.
So I think you can hear very clearly right now, okay? So
Yes.
my request to all of our guests, for any reason, if line gets cut down, please connect again, okay? Is that fine?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So right at this moment, I would like to go for screen sharing. Hello, dearest Divyani and Ashutosh, can you start your presentation, please? Are you
Yes,
guys
yes.
ready with that? I have shared our screen. Can you please turn on your presentation? Priyanka Chopra, who is that? The actress.
They give me just a second so I can do that.
May I know who is this Priyanka Chopra is? Okay, you guys are taking time, right?
Can you please see that sharing screen?
Please present.
You can see.
Let me see that. The screen is black still. I don't know why. Content view. Is there content view? Content view. Yeah. Please share your presentation.
You can see this.
Not yet.
Okay, let me see this.
Ashutosh, are you ready with that? Start sharing. Screen is on. Okay, take your time. No problem. Don't get be panic. Please take it normal. When you are ready, please show the presentation with us. Okay. Are you ready now? Sorry. Dear, can you hear me? Yeah, presentation is on. Can you all see the presentation, please? In your screen.
Just a second. Yes. Now you can see.
Yeah, we can see. Please talk. History will
This
be
is
your
about
presentation, kindly.
women's struggle, what they have done as a mother, as a child labor, as they are working in an office. So let's start it. This is the picture. You can see that when a people kills a girl, what how many peoples they many or they kill, like they can kill, they kills a friend, they kills a wife, they kills a sister, they kills a mother, they kills a precious daughter. You can see.
Yeah, please carry on.
Okay. So as she was small, as she all started started judging her. As she became young, she started going to schools, yet she feels that she was not safe. When she was working in her office, she feels that she was not safe. When she got married, she was feeling that she was not safe. When she went at a medical shop to buy medicine, then also she felt that she was not safe. At home also she felt that she was not safe. So where is the place that a girl can find a place that where she can feel safe? There is no place in the world that girls can find herself to be safe. Why?
Yeah, Divyani, carry on, please.
Yes. Uh, Here is a girl's life. She can stand as a daughter, she can stand as a friend, she can stand as a guide, she can stand as a wife, she can stand as a sister, she can stand as a worker, she can stand as a mother. But why no one can stand for her? Why only she have to face the pain and problems? Why? Here is
Okay.
another that no means no. If a girl says no, it means no. Why people do not respect the women's? A women's always started her journey with pain. Always she has to listen no from people. But when she says no, why people egos are hurted? Why can't they take that answer no? Why they don't understand it? All women have right to express their view, feeling, emotion. No means no. It's the time that you have to understand that a girl says no, it means no. Stand for
Thank you.
yourself. You have to stand for yourself, because if you will take a stand for yourself, then only the world will stand for you. First, you have to take a stand. Women have the power to run the world, but only if she trusts on herself. And if she can raise voice when others are wrong, then only she can run the world. She can stand for herself. Let's imagine that if a world will be free of violence, free of harassment, free of discrimination, then a girl, then a woman, then a lady can run the world with a very tiniest way, very thinnest. No one can find out the mistake. If the world will be free of that. But no, our world, our mentality of the people can't be different. Their mentality, their thinking is on the same way that a girl's is not at the same level. A girl can't do this, a girl can't do that. The perfect women you can see is working women. They can be a mother, they can be, they all are perfect in themselves. But the only way they can run the world be being that they have to be in herself, they have to stand for herself first. If a woman is harassed in a home, as sir told, we all are listening that many cases are registered in the police station, but why it is pending? Many cases are pending. Many cases are not all, but many are corrupted police, so they don't work on them cases. Many we can hear day to day that many post person who does wrong, they don't get that much punishment that much should get. we as so told that girl, poor person was hanged. That was a Nirbhaya. I know that means I have done the act of Nirbhaya, so I know that what. But was the she got the rights? Yes, she got. Their parents fought for her, so she got the rights. But what about their parents? They are still suffering. No one can feel that pain that their parents are feeling now. No government will go to their home, then they will ask, how are you feeling? Your daughter was raped, your daughter was dying on the street. No, because the pain that the mother felt, only she understand, no one else in the world can understand that. All people have to understand, strong women do not play a victim role. They don't make themselves look pitiful. They don't beg in front of a person that no, please give me respect. They are power in themselves. And don't point fingers at others. First look at yourself. When a man point a fingers at a women's, they don't see that they also have a parents, they also have a mother, they also have a daughter at home. They never see that. Why? Others daughter are toys or what? Your daughter are a beautiful showcase, your daughter are a princess, your mothers are a you worship your mothers like a god. Why others are not? Others are also women's, others are also a girl. So they just, the women's have to just stand and deal with the problems, because we can't change the mindsetting of the society. We can't talk, we can't do anything. We will today we will speak on an international conference, tomorrow 10 people will listen and ignore it. We can't change the mindset of a person, but we can stand for ourselves, and we can do what we can know. We are not a girl that we can sit in a home and we can just see what is the victim going around. You are safe, it does not mean that all girls are safe in the world. You have to stand for others also. My another is that women should not tolerate. Yes, they should not tolerate. They should raise their voice, because as told you that if one will raise their voice, the thousand will avoid the same cases which are happening. If one will tolerate, thousand will tolerate. So treat us equally. Another is my thought for you is that every night has its ending with a beautiful morning. So women will also stand with a beautiful morning by ending the night of a struggle. We are struggling from a childhood, we're struggling from a birth, but now is the time. We all are giving the platform, we all are fighting for ourselves, we all are trying to raise ourselves. So it's the time that we have to stand by ourselves. Another is empowerment versus child labor. Empowerment, we can see that some areas, some educated person, some educated areas, the women are getting the chance to work, women are getting the chance to education. But what about the village area? We can see now also in village, we can go and see that people are not getting a proper treatment. People are not treating the child. Their mentality is that if a girl is about 10 to 15 years gets married, what is this? We are living in a democratic country, so we should not think that a girl can run a house, a girl can run a world. The only thing is if the people, if the parents treat them with equal rights, a girl and a boy, then no one has the power that they can stop the girls for doing a great works. My last message to the world is stop violence against women. She's a woman, she's a mother, she's a daughter, she's a wife, she's a sister. Respect them. We all have a act, we all have a rules in our countries. If we will register the cases will be decreased by your taking a step. But if you don't register, if you will not take the steps, there will be cases increases. Then you can't say that we are not empowered, because if you will not take the steps, government are not only there to take your sides, they have many works in the country. First you have to take the steps so others can also help you. Thank you.
Great. Thanks. Thanks for your presentation, Ms. Viviani from India. What a beautiful presentation it was. So Hayat, I would like to ask question for the
Yes.
question number 2. What is your country versus global data for the child and women abusement? Can we know about Tunisia? That what is the present scenario of Tunisia versus the present scenario of the global data. Can you please explain from Tunisia's point of view?
There's great laws taking part, and I think in Tunisia we are making great steps towards equality, since there's a great work, first of all, from associations. Many associations are dealing with this issue, and they are protecting children and women in the country by by making voice calls and psychological assistance, psychological social assistance. I think there is too much to do, but there are many good steps, and I think first of all it's a question of education. Women have to be conscious that they are not a victim. Child has to live his joyful life and to be always um, uh, under the control of his parents, so that he cannot be abused. Parents have a great role to protect their children first. Second, it's the role of society, of schools, and of the government. But first of all, it begins with parents. If the child finds protections, control, advices, and well education from his parents, he can resist, he can stand to every form of abuse. Women also have to be responsible of their acts and try to be uh, to make self critics, and not to wait for granted for everything that is granted. Nothing is granted in life, to women or to men. Everything has to be planted and has to be uh, took in consideration, and hard work have to be done so that we can empower oneself. So I think everyone should should give his best, so that no one can abuse from the child or from the woman. Law is the protector, and especially the, the heart, the feeling. We cannot accept any form of aggression towards man or woman or child. We are all humankind. We are all humanists, and we have not abused from one another. We have to respect others, but to respect, since we respect others, we will be respected. I know there are many examples, I have cases of aggression. I see this every day and every moment. I have been also, uh, um, I have been felt as I have received the injustice since when I was a child, when I was a student. I have the chance to go to Italy for 2 months to practice the language, but my father was against that and don't let me go to Italy. I was so sad, and I find that very unequal injustice. But this strengthens me more, and never and this has never affect my relation with my father. I respect him always, but it is I cried hard at that time. But nowadays, that makes this is a memory, and this is my I'm bringing my force, my strength from my experiences, so that I want to say to every child, to every woman, to every man, to live with others and try to profit from his failure, to go on and to continue his travel, his struggle in life. That's what gives to life more and more beauty. I'm really very satisfied about every day in my life, and I'm trying to make others also united so that we can live life we need, the life we want. And today I'm really very happy, delighted. I find justice since we are here, men or women, children, the boys or girls. We are all together,
Right.
and we are having great fun. Everyone has his own life, uh, lives his traditions, his ups and downs. But finally, we are together to sow happiness in the world. That is great. I have, from the experience of my own experience, I can only give positive waves. It's not a dream, but it's a reality. My family is a family of educators, and my aunt was an educator in the 70s, late 16 and 70s. And nowadays, her children are doctors and experts, and my sister also, my brothers also. We have my cousins. They have all profited from the experience of their mothers, fathers, and today I just see a publication of my cousin where he was speaking about her late father, and it's just very very interesting and very touching. There I can read only emotions, emotions that are building our future. Without emotions, without sincere feelings towards others, we can never go on. We can never build a society, a family, nor school. So let's build great family with respect, with control, with many efforts and the will to have a good life and to be with others. Let's be grateful. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
I was a little bit long, but
No,
I'm
no, no, it's fine completely. It's fine completely.
yes, thank you. I am speaking
Thank
about
you.
from the bottom of the heart, and this is my message that I give to my pupils every day. I tell them to read, try to go into the heart of others, to learn to read their smiles and their eyes, read in their eyes, so that they can understand them, and more than understanding them, to help them and to have their help also, because everyone needs help. We always speak about poor, and we have never spoke about rich people. Rich people have their problems also. We always speak about women, but men have also their problems. We always speak about gender. We always speak about children. But why we never speak about elder people? We have to see the other side, not to insist on one side. If we always try to make women is the has the rights, and the men have rights too.
Right,
So
right.
let's try
Very right.
to make justice, real justice, and the real justice is to consider the others as a full option person. He has his ups and downs. He has his evil and angelic faces. We have to try to bring the best from everyone. And so everyone lives his own life. Nowadays, we tend to live others as others live, but we we have no longer our footsteps. Try to be like others. Rich one wants to live celebrity lives, superficial life perhaps, but they have also many problems. But no one speak about them. No one speak about the situation where we haven't enough time to work. We need time. Sometimes we need time, but no one can help you in giving more time so that you can work. You can correct your copies. You can uh, go to have courses. So I think any time give others the right to live and to understand the problem of everyone. Thank you.
Very nice to hear. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very
Hayat,
much.
I will then come to you again. So now I would like to connect Arun Kumar. Can you please tell us? I have a question that what is your country versus global data? Can we know, please? Question number 2.
Before I start, I would like to thank Hayat. You have already covered 3 questions. Good.
Thank you.
Now, as far as countrywide figures are concerned, at the moment I have got a data of 2016, which say that about 15% to 25% of women and 5% to 15% of children are abused, victimized, and this has been the position. Our neighboring country in your Bangladesh, the Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Indonesia, if you collect the data, these will be more or less because in our Southeastern Asia, we have almost have the same culture, more or less same mentality with a plus minus difference of 10 to 15%. We have been facing poverty. We are coming up. Our GDP is increasing. Our awareness is increasing. We have miles to go in the direction. But the right thinking people have to come up, think in the line how this women atrocity and child abuse can be stopped, at least minimized to zero level if possible. The target should be that one. You see, the utmost poverty, what happens many a times, the cost of seeking justice is so high that the parents or the victim cannot afford. Suppose a child is victim of home abuse or a lady is a victim of say in-laws or family or society or neighbors or some or the workplace, then most of the cases out of shame, out of dignity, you see, she backs up and she prefers to remain aloof. Most of the cases, she prefers. 1 in 1,000 dare to come up to police station, and 100 who go to police station, out of them only 2% can afford the time, expense, and the jugglery of judiciary. This is unfortunate part, but it is the ground reality. What I want to convey is that the data as I have submitted, it was collected by from the Ministry of Women and Child Welfare. Now, the scenario in our country and all the neighboring countries is such that unless and until these physical, emotional, financial, mental, and social abuses are checked by a team, because like-minded people have to assemble, form a club sort of thing, a platform for awareness like this one, and the tribe has to increase, because no single individual, a child or a girl or lady can do so on her own. So a
Right.
collective effort is needed, and they need to be supported. Suppose a child is abducted, a girl is being trafficked or put into prostitution. Now, she is neither that educated nor she is capable to come out of the grip of those who have taken advantage of her. So how to come out? Some forum, some team of like-minded people who want a healthy society, a clean society. That sort of organization ought to be there, because simply legislation provides that this is sinful, this is wrong, you cannot do that. They prescribe do's and don'ts. But suppose there are two things. There are errors of omission, there are errors of commission. There are certain things which I have to do. Say, I have to take care of my child, I have to take care of my family, I have to maintain a decent behavior in society. These are the do's for me. But indulge into wrongful activity, then who will check if I don't check myself? Because no oppressor, those who are taking this sort of undue advantage or illegitimate actions, no wise counsel is there in their mind. Otherwise, they would not have indulged in such activity. So, some forum must be there in addition to legislation and government authorities to have a check, and forget about the check, at least provide the immediate relief and remedy to the affected person, whether a lady or a child. This is what I wanted to convey.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thanks a lot. Karishma, I want to ask you the question, that is question number 3. Who to help to protect women and children? Who can really helpful according to you, Karishma?
Manira, the biggest thing is we are talking about women empowerment, but if it is a fact that women does not support any woman, it is said that in India, औरत ही औरत की दुश्मन होती है. So if one lady is going to do such a nice thing, then there is no woman who can support her, but there are lots of women she can get who can comment on her. That is the main reason why women are not protected. They do not fear only of men, but women are, against women. That's why, we continuously talk about women empowerment, but I think the women should learn to support women first. Then it will, be applicable, ma'am. If all women of the world get united for the right and wrong things instead of commenting on each other, then I think they can, protect really themselves, as well as they can be a real example of women empowerment. But as you see, the tragic thing is there is not only a man who is abusing a woman or man who is insulting a woman, but women are, against the women. That's the biggest issue in the country as well. In India, at least, it is the biggest issue actually. And secondly, the family is the main reason that they have to educate the girls, and they have to tell or motivate the girls to learn self-defense. This is one of the things. Self-defense is the most powerful weapon nowadays, and it is
Very
not
correct.
should be learned by men, but truly by women too. Because nowadays, as you see, there are rape problems and all. And nowadays, everybody is going for the candle march, for the gang rape systems and all. But this is not going to help. Only protesting for the gang rapes, or only doing the rallies of candle march for the rape victims to give them punishment is not going to help. You have to be strong enough, learn self-defense and protect yourself. Why do you need a protection from any men, or why do you need a protection of anything? You need to be strong enough to fight with your problems. And I think if one or the other woman learns self-defense, and each and every woman learns self-defense, then they can protect themselves.
Wow, super. Shagun, it is time to hear from Nepal. Shagun kaha hai?
Yes.
Shagun,
Yes.
I have question for you, Shagun. Thanks for joining from Nepal. I have question
Yes.
for you, that there are so many organizations, international NGOs, government, but we are failing again and again to stop child and women abusement. What is your point of view, Shagun? Question number 4.
As you mentioned, there are many government and non-government NGOs in our country. These have been trying their level best for the betterment of children and women, but the change, the evolution always takes time. The deeply rooted patriarchal notion is not easy to eliminate completely overnight. Moreover, government and NGOs fail to act or execute their programs properly in remote areas where it like really matters. This should be the places of priority. Mass majority of women in these areas are still financially dependent on their husband. They are still like they for little things they have to be dependent on their husband. They should seek their approval. Making them self-dependent could be a major turning point in achieving a goal. And add to that, strict laws against child and women abuse should be implemented by the government, which I personally see lacking in implementation parts in my country. Moreover, child and women abusement is a serious human right violation and public health problem of global proportion that we know. We're still not being able to eradicate these problems even in the presence of NGOs and government body, because basically I said because of the lack of implementation of laws from the government bodies and lack of awareness and knowledge among the people. And whereas what I want to say is that these NGOs and INGOs are they often seen they've deviated from the objective and the strategy that they initially implement. They try to implement, moreover, resulting in what do I say, failure, or not reaching to the point that they actually think they could. Thanks.
Okay. Right. Here is one guest I don't really Ronaldo who has logged in the name of Ronaldo, please. Can you please speak? Okay. Now I cannot see. So right now I want to go for one presentation. Is Mr. Ashutosh is ready with the presentation? Ashutosh?
Munira,
Is he ready? Huh.
Yes, it's ready.
Yes.
Munira, Munira,
Okay. Share please. Yes, I'm hearing.
I
Yes,
beg
please.
to be excused. I am likely to receive a overseas call, so I will be away for some time.
Okay. Okay, sure. Sharing session, that is presentation. I have activated sharing session. Can you see? Ashutosh, you can start explaining your presentation, please.
Yes, the.
Yeah. Neha, can I ask you one question, please? Neha, are you ready? Neha?
Yes.
Question number 5. How men are getting this courage to harass, torture the other women? Because, women, the very person is giving birth to a man. Then how man gets courage? What is your point of view, Neha?
Yes. I want to tell first girls are not raising the voice, so cases are increasing more and more. Their family, society, and not are not to supporting. So humans are not getting that much courage to raise for themselves. So cases are increasing more and more. So I request them, please support them and please stand for yourself. Thank you.
Ashutosh, are you ready? Your microphone is off. Can you please put it on? And can you please share your presentation with us?
Yes, the. D, can you see it?
Not yet. Not yet.
Mm.
Not yet. Is Divyani here? Neha?
D now.
Let me check. Yeah, now I please carry on.
Everyone, today we know why we have met in this meeting. There is a topic on women and child abusement, gender discrimination, and women empowerment. So, first picture in this is woman empowerment. It's shown that means how woman breaks the rope and she goes forward. Goes forward. Second is child abuse. So, means in everyone's life there is one time that means we can see child abuse. So it shouldn't be in means in our life it shouldn't be. Then fifth is means there is a knowledge that 5 children die almost every day because of child abuse. So means it's not good thing that 5 children die almost every day because of child abuse. It's not a good thing. So there is a thought the true character of a society is revealed in how it treats its children. So this is thought by Nelson Mandela. So this is true that if means if a child can teach any woman to be a mom, a lioness can teach any child to be fearless. So that is a thought by Swami Vivekananda. There is no chance of humanity of multiple generations. It is not of time free.
Can you please put all your mind so that clearly to Ashutosh?
Yes, the
Yeah.
the
Ashutosh, go
future
on. Carry
is
on, please.
women. It means that the future is women. Means a woman can only give a birth to means a boy or a girl. So it's not like that. That means if we harass women, then means the world will go up. We shouldn't harass women. This is shown. This picture shows that the child abuse. So means each time we stop hiding child abuse. We shouldn't hide child abuse. We should we should take a stand on child abuse. Stop violence against women. Woman can be everything. It can she can work, she can write, she can make food, or she can do everything what men can do. Gender equality should be there, not like this that men can work in office and women can't work. It shouldn't be like this. Yes, this graph shows that means every woman harassed every year. Women received this the first one, women perceive violence as normal part of their marriages, is 22%. Second one
Wow.
is men felt their masculinity threatened if their wife did not listen to them. So means this is 30%. Battered women try to commit suicide. So it's also 30%. Women slapped, kicked, beaten. It's 18%. So this graph is very worse. And from this means which case are solved, there are no graphs for them because only they are not keeping that complaint, giving that complaint to police, and if they are giving that, more cases are not solved. Why my question to everyone is that why can't women too rule this world? the
Yes,
my question is to everyone, why can't women too rule this world?
yes, true. Okay, we will answer. Please finish your presentation and you can ask question to our dearest international leaders also.
Thank you.
Okay. So, Malay Kumar, are you there?
Yes, I regret that my not the television camera, but the computer camera has been rebelling since yesterday. I mentioned about it very briefly yesterday, and it is doing it today, and this was the reason why I, from time to time,